The floater's up and good. 25 for Morant. And does it again. Kicks it back out. The best offensive rebounder in the game is hurt the Knicks in that department.
Team all league, but he dealt with some injuries, and it ultimately hurt him and his group in that second round series against the Warriors. As he scores again, and that's 5-point spread. Morant,
pretty good closeout by Conchar. Jaren Jackson Jr. had off-season surgery for a stress fracture in his foot. That's why Aldama's in the start.
Over to Dinwiddie, I don't think he gets that dunk.
That's the ball movement they lacked in the fourth quarter. Morant ends a Dallas run of 11 straight points. Energy is not the same in the building.
Never play the clock, man. You always got to play the game.
Morant, Morant,
Morant, he's shooting 60% from three this season. A guy you got to close out on now. May have gotten away with steps instead. That down.
And just patience within that offense. Every single guy just moving the ball until you get a great shot.
Some of the high-speed, high-flying act plays in traffic. And he is spectacular. You don't want to.
What did you say?
That's right. He said, "Shut up. I'm gonna do me and you do you." Sit over there and call me.
Neither side with a foul to give. Morant weaving over Porzingis. Hits the tier.
With the Grizzlies bench that was dominating that area earlier in the game.
Adams screens Morant. The teardrop is in.
And I told you, that's the shot gas to take the one step.
Guarding Morant. Morant gesturing Brooks to the sideline. Morant against Vonleh. A crossover. Elevates and hits.
And Morant picks it up as it rolls across the half-court line. And he immediately scores. By 25. Right there, and Matt led in the fourth quarter before Denver finished him off. The turnovers really did it. Freaky bear on me. Morant quickly answers. 19 tonight. Here's Morant working his stuff. To that Devin Vassell lefty runner, he just timed it right when the ball came out. Morant, and they are
got to make all the catches and pick and roll action. But I think one of the biggest things they've done that they've really struggled with, Mark.
On the job. Get a fresh 14-second shot clock. He'll take on Karl Anthony Towns.
Now here come the 9-5 Grizzlies. Morant, who is using that mid-range.
Just switch hands
In mid-flight.
and finish with a dunk.
He got vectored. Here they go with Morant inside.
He's got 4 tonight. The lead is 7. Morant. Ja floats, hits. 4. Wants some defense now. Ja Morant gets in the paint, floats it up, shot is good.
Grizzlies have missed their last 5 shots. Morant, the pull-up, gets it to...
Trying to set up an added screen. Weaves. Floater is in by Morant.
Team in the NBA coming in tonight's game with a 7-game winning streak.
And Morant just so...
around the rim, and that's why he's having the most efficient offensive year of his career. Here's Morant across the lane for 2. My goodness! Woo, it's a circus inside this building tonight. Morant the other way.
Back on the court, we went through 5-on-5 drills for a stretch and going at it with 5 different guys, playing 5-on-5, 10 players on the court, and then...
They are a lot to handle down there, and you've got to be able to match them on that offensive glass.
Playing in just his 16th game.
Great movement without the ball by Poole. Terrific screening by Looney.
And that was Steph Curry like the ability to...
Now Looney picks him up.
Looney, for a big guy, is pretty good guarding yards on the perimeter.
Tries to stay in front.
He does. Morant just better.
Their non-range shooting bigs, Looney and Green, to throw it to him on the perimeter so they can just pitch it back to a shooter. Really good stuff.
On a floater from Ja Morant, he's got 13.
Morant. Oh, he banks it. Out of Oregon, Mississauga off of the miss. Morant. Difficult to handle.
What Nick Nurse, I'm sure, is preaching in that locker room, physicality. And I like to see this pick and roll action. I wouldn't be mad if the Raptors start going under the screen, right?
Morant gets in the paint. That's just tough. And he knows it. Defensive glass.
Attack this King defense. Not a lot of shot blocking. You can get into the paint like that.
And Morant does. Balls have certainly added to that number. Morant back on the floor, guarded by Fox. It's behind an Adams screen. His floater over Sabonis. John Morant is averaging 9.5 points for the season in the third quarter. Led the NBA in third quarter scoring in the month of December. And on cue, he delivered. Against 2020 season. Morant against Herter. Teardrop banks it in. Morant again.
Just throw the ball to the rim. Even if you get stuck, just throw it to the rim. Steve will make it right.
Morant trying to shoot the gap. Floats and he hits.
This Memphis Grizzlies got a really good half-court defense, so the three-point shot opportunities will be there.
Ja does that as well as anyone.
4:28 left in the half, only 33 points for the Magic. Morant gets into one of his sweet. Magic need a stop. Morant with the ball. Backing in, leaning, firing. Markel. Morant keeping that dribble into the paint with a one-handed floater. Got it.
Sometimes you can play.
Morant against Sohan, a little in and out, elevates, hits to that zone. Morant uses the Clark screen. That's where he loves to get to. He gets inside the team that hasn't lost since 2 days after Christmas. The game actually under 4.5 remaining in the first quarter. Grizzlies starting to regain their offensive balance. Morant pulls up and hits.
He said, oh, I forgot the obvious one, Shaq.
I'm sitting there listening to the reel-off names. I'm like, okay, when he's going to get to the diesel?
And it's reaching a career low. Jackson is in personal fouls per game. First couple of years, he's in foul trouble all the time. As Morant floats it up.
Keep it simple. Just be smarter and more disciplined defensively. He's too complete a defensive player to have some of the bad fouls that he finds himself into.
10-point lead for the Suns. It's their biggest. Ja floater.
Doing his job.
Ja, a floater from 10 feet at Minnesota Friday. How about the Sacramento Kings? Mike Brown, De'Aaron Fox.
I don't mind that shot. Nas is running. He had someone to rebound the basketball. He's in his zone. You got to build that wall on John Morant.
To go in this first half. It's been an entertaining one. Wolves lead 56-48. Morant running Gobert. Got the roll. 6-point ball game. Last 3 assists. Morant matched up with Knight. Knight staying there with them, and that's just a...
Morant picked up by Turner. Morant on the runaway. Got it to go. Morant off the bounce. The floater is in.
He's a guy, when he comes around a screen, he has to see a body. You don't want to allow him a clean look if Morant in the game today. People don't know about it. I coached him on a Pac-12 All-Star team one time, and I was wowed the entire summer.
Double now for Garland, 19 and 10.
That is his 8th of the season. There they get.
This is exciting, right?
Calls into the game, changing 4.5 here in the third.
How about the fans? The fans are absolutely
Bulls having the Spurs last night. They could not keep guys in front of them. So see the Grizzlies take advantage of getting to the basket.
Morant elevates and hits. Try staying in front of John Morant. He's got an assist and a block. A couple of rebounds. Morant leading his way, fading and hitting.
Prince Edwards, McDaniels, across their line, and then McLaughlin the only one. The Grizzlies have to do a good job.
Morant challenges Gobert.
Shots from the three-point line. It's attacking every area against this Wolves defense.
Morant again attacking. Yes!
Stop turning it over, and they're making this team execute in the half court.
Ja with the float game, soft.
And just find your shooters patiently, as Al does.
Good offense, Ja pulls up. Got the friendly Grant Williams, and now Hauser switches onto him. They hunt Muscala. Ja slams on the brakes, got inside. Light work.
They've gotten themselves right back. 42-20 advantage in the paint. There you go again.
Muscala got worked. He got worked like will not return.
It looked like when he went up for the shot attempt, the awkward shot attempt, he immediately grabbed the hamstring.
Morant elevates, hits.
In waves for this Jazz team.
Jaren's back on the floor. Morant with a lean. He's going to go at Kessler again. Hang and hit. 6 tonight. Corey Markkanen not playing tonight. He averages 25. Morant in the lane. Teardrop got it.
Who's going to be that third guy? This is the question mark going forward for Doc Rivers in the Eastern Conference.
He loves the team. Morant inside.
2 games. Right now sitting on 28 minutes.
Jake Milner's coming for Harden. Flying inside.
Best three-point shooting team in the league by percentage. Denver shoots 39% from 3. They're shooting 19%.
Ham has at his disposal will allow Anthony Davis to be effective, efficient, because he has some scores and guys that can make plays around him.
The adjustment by Morant
to the hands of what the Lakers want to do.
Morant gets the roll. John Morant with 38 to go in the third.
Is that a new one for you? Crosses, you kind of slid that in there.
This game's been tight throughout. The largest lead for either team has been 6. Morant gives it up. Morant with 7 to shoot. We approach 2 minutes to go in the third. Morant gets around Reeves. Baker is good. A big finish. Morant, the answer.
Situation where he committed another turnover. That's 24 now for the Lakers.
Morant drives in. He's lethal.
Him to have both feet underneath him and make the 3.
I've seen guys kick that spare shoe to the crowd. But fell out of the rotation there. Here's Ja Morant off the Tillman screen. The floater from Morant.
Off the Josh Hart pickup, undefeated since picking up Josh Hart. Now, he's not the only reason, but he is definitely a big piece of that new puzzle they got.
He came from the three-point line to come up with that block.
Morant slams on the brakes and hits the floater. Here now, Morant. Screen by Lofton. Morant, little hesitation move, flips it up and in. Ja Morant, a dozen, 4 boards.
Zone here by the Houston Rockets.
They're trying to slow down this Grizzlies team in some way, shape, or form. Morant.
Ja Morant runs out of there with it. Push shot for 2.
That Memphis left the door open.
Ja steps through, challenges Capella.
That category, but they're going to have to up it across the board.
Covington is in. Morant spins and hits.
In the game that Batum went for the 8 threes in that game.
Morant, a spin away, and a leader is in. 5 remaining in regulation. Morant trying to get around Moon. Hit a little baseline.
To recognize very quick. I thought Zach did a good job in Charlotte the other night, seeing that and getting rid of the ball.
Caruso, 8 points for Vucevic. The Bulls back within 16. Cut into this big deficit. Ja Morant, it's like he hangs in the air forever with that incredible leap.
Well, he does such a good job of coming off with
Trailblazers staying in touch.
Morant dancing on a dribble against Harrison. Hit the floater.
You got the home court crowd cooking behind you. You know, you come out here, it's all about playing free and easy. There's no pressure on these guys for the Bucks.
Floater in the lane for Ja Morant.
Points in that fourth quarter in that game. Down big 3 in the third during the 15-0 run.
Coverage. Lakers with 2 runners already here early in the third quarter.
Look how much traffic in the paint. Morant scores.
Members of the crowd.
This player's breathing hard. You can see it. Morant turns a corner. Morant, little push shot.
Quickly the other way. Lost the ball. Collected by Jackson. Morant between the legs. Zigs and zags and fires. Never reached the NBA Finals, ever. Morant around Russell. Creeping in, 2 in a row. And give them 30 leads. Memphis in scoring. Working on Russell. Terrific handle. And the finish.